Hi everyone, welcome back to Simple and Delicious. My name is Jessica. I'm really excited to share with you a banana bread recipe. This is from the Magnolia Table cookbook by Joanna Gaines. This is the after school banana bread. This is on page 69. This is a tried and true recipe we have loved for many years now. I make it whenever I have a bunch of bananas laying around that need to be eaten up, and I have successfully made it gluten-free, and I can tell you it is far superior to any other banana bread recipe I have ever tried. So I'm going to share it with you guys today. I hope you enjoy. So for your ingredients, you're going to need 8 tablespoons or a stick of salted butter melted. You're also going to need 4 to 5 very ripe bananas, 2 large eggs. You're also going to need about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. You're going to need 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. And then you're going to also need 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of brown sugar. I decided to add some coconut as well as nuts to mine. I have about 1/2 cup of chopped nuts and about 1/2 cup of coconut. And that's basically everything you're going to need for this bread. I usually start by just taking my bananas out of the peel, and I have kind of simplified this recipe. I just stick all of my bananas into my mixer, let them mush up really, really nicely. My opinion is they actually mush up better than with a fork anyways this way, and you're getting less things dirty, so that's a win for sure. So after I get the bananas all mushed up, I'm going to start adding my wet ingredients. So I'm going to add my stick of butter and my eggs, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my vanilla extract as well. So I'm going to mix all of my dry ingredients, my flour, baking soda, and kosher salt. For my flour, I'm using Bob's Red Mill cup for cup all-purpose flour. It works fantastic. I'm going to add my flour mixture as well as my brown sugar into my batter. Once my batter is really nice and incorporated, I'm going to grease my baking sheet. The recipe says to use an 8x8 non-stick baking sheet. Mine's a little bit bigger, but it works perfect. So just a smaller pan works really, really nicely and gives you a really nice thick banana bread. So I'm just going to put my batter, spread it evenly into my pan, and then I'm going to go ahead as well and add some chopped nuts to the top. I put the coconut and the chopped nuts inside, but I wanted just to give it a little garnish on the top, which turns out really, really good. Just as a variation, you can also do chocolate chips, which turns out really beautifully and is a nice variation of just regular banana bread. So you can try that, and it does work really, really well. So I'm just roughly chopping some nuts to garnish the top. And then I also like to garnish the top of my banana bread as well as like my muffins with a coarse sugar. It gives it a really nice like caramelized top. And I just buy actually the sugar from the bulk food store. If you have a bulk food store, or you can order it, but it's just a really nice coarse sugar. And if you just sprinkle it on the top when it's baking, it gives it a really nice caramelized top, and it's really, really delicious. So I went ahead and added that to the top as well. And then I'm going to stick this in the oven. The recipe says to cook it for 45 to 50 minutes. Just set my oven timer to about 40 minutes and then check it after the 40 minutes. Usually it's just about done. And then I just check it with a knife or a toothpick to make sure that it comes out clean. And that is it, you guys. Super easy recipe, so delicious. This recipe turns out perfectly every single time. I also like to do it with chocolate chips. You can do many, many different kinds of variations, but even with gluten-free flour, it works very, very good. It's super easy to make and always delicious. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, give this video a like, subscribe, and I look forward to sharing with you all very, very soon.